Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. Giving you the truth. I got a news flash for most guys. I mean, it don't matter who it is, and that myself included. We got to understand this possibility / fact. Man, that's all of us, and it can pertain to all of us. It can pertain to none of us who will see this video, but just understand one thing, man. Understand that your girl, your wife, will give more to a stranger, more to a guy she just met, than she has given you since you known her. That's just a fact. What do I mean by this? You got a lot of guys that's dealing with wives that they want your money. They want to have it right now, take it with them in divorce or breakup. But the things that they wouldn't do or didn't want to do or try to manipulate with you, they'll do them in one night with somebody else. She'll go a year without doing nothing with you, and then will meet a guy in a bar and have sex with him the same night. That's just the way it is. And it don't matter what she claims to believe spiritually. It doesn't matter what she says. Oh, I would never do that. Oh, I'm not that type of girl. None of that matters. This is the way a lot of them are made up. I mean, this just something that I sit back and I listen carefully to the things that people tell me about, the things that people say, the things that I see, and I come to this conclusion. What I'm talking about is that a lot of women are backwards. Like, they'll throw away 30, 40 years for one night of meaningless pleasure that they could have got from you as their boyfriend, as their husband. They'll throw away 30 years. They'll break up their homes. They'll negative. But then people will take up for them. People will try, oh man, he really could have did this different. No. Come on, man. When are y'all gonna realize that a lot of what we see is instigated by some of these women? Like, when is people gonna see that? I know I'm not in the Matrix. I know some of you are, but I'm hoping that y'all can see these facts. That when these guys, regardless of what their motives are, when they tell you to be careful with marriage, the pickings are slim when it comes to finding a good wife, all these things that we hear in the black manosphere, it's just weird how people just still can't understand what's going on in all of our individual worlds. Like, in all of our individual cities, it seems like guys still can't see it. Guys are still going to jail, going after guys that your girl mess with. You know what, man? If she went through the cycles, as I call them, of having sex, texts, emails, pictures, touching, clothes down, visually seeing each other's anatomy, and then the conclusion, why would you go after him? Do you know how devoted you have to be to complete SEXXX? That's pure devotion. Like, that's intent. Like, it's never by accident, because you got to do too much to conclude the matter. You got to do too much. So it's never by accident. And that's why I always tell you guys, do not take back a cheater. She cheats, you catch her, you're done. done. Deal with it. Deal with it. You're done. That's why you got to be careful when you decide who you're going to have kids with. Because you don't know what they're going to do down the line. Everything that people are experiencing in their marriages, when they got married, they never thought they would, or they wouldn't have got married. They wouldn't have got married. But a lot of these women that we guys are claiming to love so much will drop them drawers and get knocked back severely in one night. They'll put everything in their mouth. They come home eating on your silverware. And sometimes you wonder why they won't kiss you on the lips no more. Let's just face it, man. Life is about the Most High. Life is about the Most High. And when you find that out, if you have kids, it's about your kids. Now, if you are one of the rare, extinct, dying breeds of a man that has like a wife that doesn't do these things we talk about on YouTube, then it's about her. But for everybody else whose wife manipulates them with sex, whose wife flirts around, whose wife got away with 1, 2, maybe even 3 bang downs, getting long wing dinged, if you know what I mean. For all the rest of the people, you got to learn what life is about. Life is about the Most High. Praying to Him, praising Him, obeying Him, putting yourself in position financially where He can be used, where He can supply the needs of the poor, and all that good stuff. Your kids. If you don't have kids, and you got a relationship with your nieces and nephews, but your nieces and nephews, that's what life is about. Life is not about women. They are supposed to be help and pleasure. Help and for pleasure. Now, if they are arguing all the time, if they are not pleasuring you with enthusiasm, then they're not doing their job. If they're not keeping the house clean, it's not that you're supposed to have a maid. If they're not keeping the house clean, if they're not doing these things, then just listen to what I'm telling you. Maybe something happened or was going to happen that you didn't know about. So don't get mad at them. What's this thing, red pill, right? Don't get mad at them, man. Don't get mad at them. Just prioritize life. Learn what the priorities of your life are supposed to be. How are you getting mad at them? Have you not read the fall of man in Genesis chapter 6? No woman will ever be greater than Eve. And look what Eve did. So, just think about that. Think about that. Get your body right. Get in shape. Like we all could. I know I'm working on mine. Get in shape. Get close to the Most High. Make yourself useful to Him. Put up for your kids that your kids won't be under a bridge or begging or anything else. If they don't listen, if you leave your kids something and they don't manage it right, that's on them. Just leave it though. But don't expect anything out of these flirtatious, these non-sex having with their husbands, but getting banged in the same night with Pookie and Ray Ray type women. Don't worry about them. Don't worry, don't mistreat them. Don't be mad at them. They just being themselves. When they keep up mess at work, don't go back and forth with them. Just understand that they're being themselves. And let's be honest, it's time for some breakups and divorces. I mean, why? Okay, if you're fighting, let's just say you're one of them guys, just fighting every day. Fighting, arguing with your wife, and when y'all not arguing, it's because you or her is just not arguing. You're trying to ignore the other person. You're not gratified. Because one thing you got to realize, you go long periods of time trying to do that to your husband, eventually your husband's going to be like, I don't even need it no more. He going to do it himself, or he going to do it with somebody else. And that don't make him a bad person if you were denying him. And I want to tell you guys, don't let none of these preachers, none of these church people, nobody in your family, her family, make you think you a bad person if she trying to go 6 months, 10 months, a year without doing nothing, and you end up with somebody else. That don't make you a bad person. That make you a smart person. You don't let people do you like that. These years is getting away from all of us. And we need to be having pleasure in these years. You in your 40s, you ain't supposed to be going without that. You supposed to be getting that. Like who these women think they is, man? Like I'm just gonna close the video because it's getting long. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.